What do you think, or what comes to mind when you hear the word surrender?
Surrender.
Surrender.
Surrender is to let go of something that you had formerly held on tightly to. I think that's it.
It's been a minute since I've done a I surrender all post, and it's not because I forgot or simply quit the process. It's because I've been actually doing the work of surrendering. For the past couple of months, I've shared things that I've had to surrender in my journey with God, including surrendering negative thoughts and clapping back, which I'm still working on. I surrendered to taking rest and decreasing stress. I still believe that rest is a revolutionary weapon, and it gives you just strength to go throughout the day. As I started a new job, I talked about surrendering to self-doubt and imposter syndrome. I've had a lot of emotional highs and some very dark lows this year that only God could bring me out of. So I talked about surrendering to vulnerability. And just recently, I shared a new perspective and just surrendering to a new perspective on a very challenging and hurtful time in my life, and how God gave me a new perspective about all of that, and that He is always and will always be with me. Sometime in August, maybe early September, I decided to surrender to social media, specifically Facebook and Instagram, not posting to any of my personal pages, and only being able to see the news feed of Community 24/7 Business. So I can't see any other news feed. And I'm thankful for God that I did take that break, because with all the craziness of the election cycle, the mental break was so much needed, and I still have not returned to social media in that capacity. I also had a random conversation with my sister, where we were just talking about my addiction to coffee. And so that random conversation led me to challenge myself to surrender coffee. So for 30 days, I said that I would not drink any coffee. And I went past those 30 days. I had 3 cups of coffee and it didn't even taste the same anymore. So I think in getting rid of the social media, just scrolling through social media all the time and having 1 or 2 cups of coffee a day, I was surrendering to healthier lifestyle choices when it comes to my mental and my physical health. I'm still not there yet. I still love me some sweets, but still had to make some of those adjustments, and it was actually helpful for me. At the end of last year, I had a conversation with my sweet grandmother, who was 92 at the time, and she shared what her definition of surrender was. And she said that surrender means to let go of something that you held on so tightly to. And so for this December, I surrender posts, the last in this series, I don't want to talk about what I had to let go of. I don't want to focus on those things in which I did have to let go, and I'm still in the process of letting go of some things. But I want to talk more about what I gained in this I surrender journey. I gained a prayer life with God that keeps me grounded. Um, John 16:24 says, "Until now you have not asked for anything in my name. Ask and you will receive, and your joy will be made complete." In this prayer walk with God, I wake up every morning and he and I talk. I found a friend that sticks closer than any brother, someone that I can confide in, someone that listens to me, someone that hears my concerns, someone that comforts me, eases my anxiety. And so I've been able to develop a stronger prayer life with God through this I surrender process. Um, I've also been able to focus more on what He's calling me to do and who He's calling me to be. 1 Thessalonians 5:17 and 18 says, never stop praying. Be thankful in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you, or for who belong to Christ Jesus. So I belong to Christ Jesus. I am a child of God, and I know that He is with me. He is Emmanuel, and I surrender all.